Well, probably get it started with what an unbelievable performance. I mean, I thought came out the first half and thought we had good energy, and of course they're a good team, and we thought it was going to be a rock fight, and ended up being a rock fight for the first 20 minutes. And I thought the first 4 minutes of the second half we kind of set the tone defensively more so than offensively. We just sat down and guarded and made it hard for them to get any looks. And they got a little frustrated at our defense. Our switching kind of caused them some problems. Never let Fox get going. And then it was just a matter of time. We got out in transition, and we took our time and had poise on the offensive end. Then we started making shots. So I'm happy with our guys, happy where they played. Really happy how they came out in the first 4 minutes of the second half, because we talked about that being important when you're up 8 at halftime. Can you set the tone in the first 4 minutes of the second half? And we grew in that area, so I'm proud of our guys for that. But overall, great win. Points in the paint, rebounding was the key to that game tonight, and we won those 2 battles. And we took care of the basketball, didn't turn it over but 8 times. So that's anytime you do that, you're gonna have a chance.
You guys started that second half with a 7-2 run.
Okay.
To start the second half, and jumped on it pretty quick to kind of extend it.
Well, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, I mean, to your point, it's pretty important. And then in that third stanza was a 13-0 run, and basically in 3 minutes and 30 seconds, you had a 13-0 run.
Yeah.
It's pretty hot.
But it starts with our defense, guys. I really think that our defense set the tone for what we were able to do offensively. When you got guys out there that can switch light positions and really take their 2 guys out the game, really, and the whole team really did it. I mean, they was locked in, they was focused on the game plan. They knew Foss and Brown was the guys they had to do a job on. They did a great job on them.
And when they cut it to 5, and then you went on that run, and I think Cam started that with a 3, and he also had an and 1. I think he had an assist in there. I mean, do you really like how his game is kind of progressing for you guys? Because he really doesn't seem like he's forcing a lot of things.
No doubt, he's just sitting back and letting it come to him. He's a great offensive player, and we're trying to get him in situations where he can score. We got a couple of ISOs for him where he can get downhill to the basket. And he ran and got an open 3 in transition. Great play by JJ to be able to kick it out to him. So I think if he just relax and let the game come to him, he'll be a guy that can get 15 points and do it in a very efficient way. We need him to continue to rebound, but he's our defensive stopper now. We're putting him on teams' best guards, and he's doing a really good job at that.
And he did a good job on Brown tonight. He
did a great job on Brown, did a great job on Foss. He was the guy that we assigned to the Eagle staff, so he's taking it on now. Like, he wants that challenge now.
He talked about challenge and his being picked 8th. He brought it up a couple times, being picked 8th in the preseason and kind of taking it personal. Is that kind of the mantra of the team?
Well, I haven't brought it up at all. I never talked about it, but I did talk about Kansas City being, preseason number 1. I did talk about that because I respect Marvin for what he's done, for what he's built in Kansas City. But I never talked about where we were. So, but they know. I mean, they're on social media. They're motivated. They see that stuff. So I like it that it's internal with those guys, and we don't have to push any buttons to motivate them.
How much did last week kind of help the group in general, as far as the mindset of being able to win? And you went up there and you really won with offense. Today you really kind of won with defense.
I thought last week was huge. I thought it was almost like, we took a motorcycle off a ramp, and it really, gave us, boosted up our confidence to be able to go on that trip and do what we did to score those kind of points. And I thought our defense was average, but then we come back at home tonight. I told them it's important that we forget North Dakota. We forget what happened up there. You played well, but the next challenge as a competitor is UMKC. So let's lock in and focus, and we had 2 really good days of preparation for UMKC, and they did it. I mean, they locked in, they focused. Those 2 days was really, really big, and we got to continue to do that. And I told them as competitors, you have to be able to move on to the next challenge. And most of the competitors that I know, they move on to the next challenge. And I thought they did it tonight, and hopefully we can do it again Saturday.
Is Lance becoming like your closer? he had 11 points in 3 minutes of the second half there to just kind of, it was over.
Well, he's one of those guys, I think once he sees one go in,
Yeah.
he can make shots. And he has to see one go in first. Unfortunately, he struggled in the first half. And he becoming a second half guy maybe. Maybe he's that guy. I don't know if he's a closer yet, but as long as he makes shots and he takes good shots, and he did it tonight, he was efficient. He shot 50%, but he takes good ones. And then he was able to get down to the rim a couple times too.
You know, one thing JJ brought up was, he said he had bad games against Kansas City last year where he had like 5 turnovers each game. Tonight he didn't have any turnovers. He was handling the ball a lot. And what did you kind of see out of him, or where do you think he's kind of progressed as a point?
No, I thought he did a great job of just managing the game. He did a great job of taking care of the ball. He got us in offense when it was time to get in offense. The way Kansas City guard you, they pressure you. And Diallo is a really, really good defender. He's long, he's 6'6", he can set down and guard quicker guys. And he kind of caused JJ some problems in the past. Last year he did. And he got JJ sped up a little bit last year. So I think he's settled down now. He's understanding how to handle that type of defense. And he was real. I thought he was spectacular today. He made open shots. He facilitated. And at the end of the game, when it was time to close the game out the last 3.5 minutes, he was able to use clock and get us in what we wanted to get into offensively to make sure we continue to score and not turn the ball over.
First time since 2019-20 season that Omaha has started Summit League play 3-0. How do you continue that momentum?
I think keeping those guys focused on understanding that our success is going to come on the defensive end. Our success is going to come rebounding the basketball. Our success is going to come taking care of the basketball and getting great shots. If we continue to do that and stay focused and take on each challenge every week or every Thursday, Saturday, then we have a chance to be a really good basketball team, I think.
All right.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.